Hear ye, hear ye. We got a robbery coming. We got a robbery. We got one of the greatest robberies that will be ever shown to mankind because Angel Reese is winning the Rookie of the Year. Listen, you heard it here. September 4th, 2024. Angel Reese is going to steal the Rookie of the Year because why? The WNBA hates Caitlin Clark. Women's basketball hates Caitlin Clark. Everybody outside of the WNBA loves Clark and knows that she's going to win and she's going to lose. And this is going to cause a uproar in society. Because let me explain something to you guys about like women's nature. Women's nature is to bring down women who stand above other women because they all want to be brought down to the same level. Because if they're all brought down to the same level, they can all be considered equal and not judged upon like their talent. So whenever you see a woman that excels, typically it's always other women that bring her down. It's not dudes. Dudes don't like. Once again, when we're talking about sports, so dudes are looking at this objectively like, dude, this Caitlin Clark chick, what the fuck? Like, first of all, how did she not make the Olympics team? Like that was the canary in the coal mine, was Caitlin not making the Olympics team. Because I'm looking at this as an objective viewer, and I'm saying, okay, there is absolutely no downside to Caitlin Clark being on the Olympic team. There is zero downside. If anything, it makes the women's team even more attractive to the viewing audience because most of us have no idea who any of those other women are. Like I hear people talking about the Aja Wilson. I never heard of an Aja Wilson before this season. And to be honest with you, I never heard of an Aja Wilson until I started seeing that Caitlin Clark was going to make the playoffs. I almost forgot about the WNBA. I saw some things with Caitlin Clark, like she's struggling, blah, blah, turnovers, blah, blah, blah. And then I see, wait, she got the fever to the playoffs, and they've been in a drought for like 5 years, and that was the worst team in the league. I'm like, hold up a second. Let me go check this. So I'm looking at the stats. I'm like, damn, man, she's killing Cheryl Swoop's records. And then I saw Cheryl Swoop was hating on Caitlin Clark. I'm like, why is she hating on Caitlin Clark? Like, what? How does that make any sense? And then I hear that there's another woman, Angel, that way, whatever his name is, Angel Wilson, who's supposed to be balling out of control and for the Vegas team. But then I look on the Vegas team, and she has like 4 girls that were on the Olympic team with her. So I'm like, well, shit, she should be balling out of control. Like, if you have, it's like the Steph Curry, KD, fucking Golden State. You can't double Steph because if you double Steph, they're going to kick it to KD. You can't double KD because you double KD, they're going to kick it to Clay. If they kick it to Clay, he's going to shoot an open 3. So it's just bing, 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 easy shot, easy shot. It's almost unfair to lead. That's essentially what you got going on in the Vegas situation. They have a fucking Monster team of a bunch of people who are Olympic champions that want to go steal an easy championship. And here on the other end, we got Caitlin Clark single-handedly dragging this crappy-ass team to the playoffs. And not just dragging them to the playoffs, she's actually getting better. She's getting better every fucking game. And this is why I know the setup is coming. This is how I know the setup is coming. I keep hearing about how Angel Reese has a historic rookie season. Now, to the casual fan who's a dum-dum, who only looks at stat books, they see that, okay, she's averaging a double-double. She had the most rebounds of the season. But any person with a level of sophistication that can do basic algebra and kind of account for, like, the plus-minus, she's shooting, like, 34% from the paint. She's a fucking center or a power forward. She's 6'3". She's taller than most of the girls. And if you watch the games, she's staying in late to pad the stats. She's chunking up fucking layups like a middle schooler. She is not good. She is not a good player. And if she ever learns how to fucking convert her field goal percentage near the basket, that double-double is immediately dropping down by like half. So now we got a situation. We got Angel Reese, who's on a losing squad, where she's pretty much tanking her team, playing extra minutes to basically try to get this double-double stat going. She's basically doing what I call the Russell Westbrook of women's basketball. See, a lot of people say Russell Westbrook, he was so great, man. He was averaging a triple-double. But when you look at what those teams, how far they actually got, he didn't do anything with the team. He was empty stat padding. A guard should not get 10 rebounds a game. If you as a guard are getting 10 rebounds a game, that means that you are chasing rebounds. You have big men to go get rebounds for you. You're going to get a lot of assists if you handle the ball 70 to 80% of the time, which is what he was doing. He was handling the ball the whole entire game. And the points are just going to come as they come because you're shooting most of the shots, you're passing most of the shots. So what most people thought was Russell Westbrook was playing a great game. He's having a triple-double. Essentially, he was not playing great team basketball. Same thing with Angel Reese. She's not playing great team basketball. She's a ball hog. She takes terrible shots. Well, no, she doesn't take terrible shots. She misses easy shots that she should make. She can't do a left-hand layup or a running layup. She has to stop, jump step to do a layup. These are all basic middle school things. And for some reason, there's a conversation that Angel Reese is in the Rookie of the Year race. Now, once again, I already knew the WNBA is not going to give Caitlin Clark MVP, which she's the most valuable player in the league. On the court, off the court, she's the most valuable player in the league. It's not even a fucking question. If Aja Wilson left today, nobody would fucking notice. If Caitlin Clark left the WNBA, we will all stop watching. We will ask, what is she doing? Is she doing a reality TV show? What else is going on with her life? I would rather watch a podcast of Caitlin Clark than watch a WNBA game. Why? She's interesting. I don't know why she's interesting, but I just care. I care about her career for some reason. But I digress. There is a robbery in the making. I'm telling you guys right now. Nobody's going to believe me until it fucking happens, but I'm predicting it right now. The WNBA, because once again, the people who vote for these players are the same people who try to basically gatekeep Caitlin Clark. These girls are going to fucking not give her rookie of the year simply because they want to hate. Like, you got legends of the WNBA talking shit about Caitlin as if she's just not that good. Like, yeah, you just gotta hold your horses. We don't know if she's really that good yet. She's nowhere near as good as I was. And it's like, lady, you were in the prime. Cheryl Swoop, you were in the prime of your career, and she's already catching your numbers as a rookie. And the season's not even fucking over. The girl's like 22. If she played, like, literally, Caitlin Clark, if you just give her one extra decent player on her team, it'll be an unstoppable fucking force. But I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it right now. Angel Reese is going to win Rookie of the Year. They're going to fuck Caitlin Clark because they're going to say she did a historic season. She had the most double-doubles in a season. She averaged double-double and the most rebounds. Why not acknowledging that Caitlin Clark is literally bringing you guys all up as a team? And you know what? I'm almost willing to bet this. Even if Caitlin Clark wins a championship, because right now I think she might win a championship, because everybody's saying, well, how's she going to handle the pressure in the championship rounds, whatever. Bro, she's been playing championship basketball since she got in. Think about it like this. There's no pressure on her to win a championship. There literally is no pressure. She has zero pressure. The limelight, clearly she's not bothered by the limelight because she came in as the most renowned, greatest women's prospect to ever join the WNBA. She's already used to the starlight and the big time and the lights and everything. She's used to it already. She did it in Iowa, and she's clearly demonstrating that she's ready to play in the top level here. The question now becomes, what happens to these other girls once that spotlight falls on them? See, that's what people don't talk about. See, there's a great relief as a player when you're not expected to win. You're free to fucking lose. So you can really just play freely. Like, it's like, oh, the results doesn't really matter. But when you're expected to win, like the Las Vegas team is, they're expected to win. So all the pressure is really on them. And what happens when pressure hits people and stress gets to people is they fold. Most people are not built for fucking pressure. They're not. And I'm not trying to disregard the women or anything like that. But women especially are not very good under stress. They're just not. That's not their MO as women. Like, they like to live a comfortable existence where they can kind of just relax and play. And that's why the WNBA was kind of so low key, because nobody was really watching. So, like, even though they're playing, nobody really cares. So there's no, like, the game might have been better for most of the other girls because nobody really watched or cared. If you're playing Caitlin Clark in the playoffs, every game is a championship game. That's why a lot of these girls are acting out. They're purposely fouling. They're purposely doing things to make it harder for her because they're fumbling under pressure. They don't know how to resolve this pressure, because for the first time in women's basketball, dudes give a fuck. And not just dudes, but people around the world give a fuck. This is uncharted territory in women's basketball. They're not knowing how to handle the pressure, and clearly by what we saw with the Olympic Committee, they don't make good decisions. They want to appease all the other women. Like I was willing to bet if they brought Caitlin Clark on that team, a lot of girls they probably threatened not to play. I can almost assure you, some of those women behind the scenes said, "You better not bring that girl on the team. I will not play in this team." Because like it's kind of like how girls are in a relationship. Like when a guy is taking a stand, she's like, "Well, I won't go with you to this thing." And if a guy's just like, "All right, whatever," she still goes. But if you fold to her pressure, she's going to make bigger demands next time. That's why men, you have to learn how to take a stand. But that's a separate note on relationship matters for another day. If the Olympic Committee folded, which is a worldwide event. They did not bring this girl on because they folded to the pressure of their little circle within the league, not even understanding the bigger picture, which is she's bringing more eyes. Like Audrey Whistle will be a bigger star. Kelsey Plum will be a bigger star. Diana Taurasi will be a bigger star. All these other women will be a bigger star. They made a, like, one other thing that's crazy. On the Olympic thing, just going on this. What's that girl's name? The tall Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner was somehow allowed to play for the Olympic team. She got hemmed up in Russia for drug charges. And she made no effort to show her gratitude and thanks for America to get her out of the jam. We traded a black arms dealer to get her back. Think about that for a second. And she showed no gratitude. And she got brag. She didn't even say, "Thank you, America. I appreciate America for all you did for getting me out of this jam." She took no accountability. She went on with her life and said, "Now I'm the man. Now I'm the daddy of the fucking family." Like, what are we talking about? What? No, you should be thanking your lucky stars that America made that stupid deal in the first place. She got brought onto the American team, the most least patriotic people, but we would not bring on the corn-fed Iowa college basketball legend as a rookie for the Olympic team and the reasoning was because she will take attention from the other girls because she's not going to get a lot of playing time. What? Like, what are we talking about? And then they had the captain hindsight understanding when they started to see how well she was playing. Oh, well, you know what? In hindsight, it probably would have been a better idea to probably bring her on the team because, we didn't know that she was going to be this good and play this good. Like, what? Are you wearing blinders? Like, hey, look, maybe I'm going to sound sexist. But maybe they should put a man in charge of the WNBA. I'm just saying, maybe we should let NBA players vote for who becomes the MVP of the WNBA. Because fuck it. If the NBA got to supplement these people because they can't turn a profit, just let the NBA voters choose who gets to be the rookie of the year and all this other stuff. Because now it matters. Because now we're talking about a woman's career. And if they rob her of rookie of the year, if I'm Caitlin, I just boycott. I win a champ because I think she's gonna win a championship. I honestly think she's gonna win a championship this year. If she doesn't get hurt, I think she's winning a chip this year. If she wins a chip in her rookie year and becomes the MVP, just retire and say, "Bleep women's basketball. You guys are terrible to work with. I'm going to play for the big three." Thank you. This is Apex. We're out.